Hey guys, welcome back to the Way of Truth Tarot. My name's Mandy, and if you're new here, welcome. Um, I do a bunch of true crime readings with my cards. Today's reading, I'm going to be looking into Beth Ramsey. Now, the reason why is because I want to see, I want to look into what it was like for them growing up. Um, as children. Now, if you're familiar with the case, you know that John Ramsey's children from his first marriage, they're quite a bit older than Burke and Jonbenet. Like when I mean older, I mean at least 15 to 16 years or more older. I know that John Andrew was in his early 20s when Jonbenet passed. So, yeah. Um, maybe even 18 years older or more. Beth was another daughter of John Ramsey's, and she passed away in a car accident, I believe in 1991 or 1990, early 90s. And and then I believe let me just double check. I believe that the other daughter's name is Melinda. Just a sec. I'm just going to confirm. Yes, Melinda. Um, Beth or Elizabeth was the one that passed away in the car accident. And then there's John Andrew, who is his other son, and Burke Ramsey and Jonbenet, who is the youngest. Alrighty. So I just want to see what we can find out about their childhood and see what information that brings. Alleged information that brings, I should say. Um, Everything in this video is alleged, my opinion, based on the energy and the card meanings, not facts. So today I'll be working from my Edgar Allan Poe tarot, as well as Whispers of the Unsolved. And I do have a new deck that I just got. It came in the mail yesterday. Here it is. And I'm going to be using it. So it's called the Missing Variables deck, and it's by the same creator as the Whispers of the Unsolved, which is the Reckoning Co. And if you're not familiar with the Reckoning Co., I suggest you get familiar with the Reckoning Co. because Ashley is absolutely incredible. I mean, that girl's talent and her intelligence blows me out of the water. Um, the decks that she has created are some of the best tools I've ever used ever. Um, so I highly recommend you check her out. I mean, I have major respect for that woman. Major, major respect. So Ashley, if you're watching, props girl, major respect for you. Anyhow, so this deck, it's a cardomancy deck. So cardomancy is, for instance, taking like a regular playing card deck and adding numerology to it and meanings. And so it's a divination tool, just like the tarot. So it's based on that, as you can see. It's like the seven of spades, three of spades, and so on. But also on it, you'll see a card. It says false alibis, what's hidden beneath the lies, and then there's different things pertaining to this card. And if it's reversed, then there's other meanings. You can also use this card with a eight-sided die to get more. Like if you're unsure of what meaning to apply to the situation, you can use an eight-sided die and roll that. And honestly, just the thought that was put into this is just another level. That's what I mean. This girl is a genius. I love her. So I'm very excited to use this. Sorry for the wordy intro, but I have to give credit where credit's due, and she deserves a lot of credit. Okay. So let's get started. I might also be using my tokens as well. Actually, as I just grabbed the jar or the dish, a token came out. It's 136 and it's a rocket ship. So let's see what that has to say. A dreamer, out of this world, love of astronomy and astrology. Okay. Um, I don't know Beth, obviously. I don't know if she was into those kinds of things, but and I don't even know if that type of information is even available to get. But for whatever reason, if it is, this could be some sort of sign or confirmation. But I can't make sense of this right now. Just saying. Could have also meant nothing. But it's always sometimes it does mean something. So anyhow. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm gonna ask Beth, give me 3 cards that represent the reality of your childhood. In 3 cards. What would those cards be? Well, okay. First one, the Six of Cups. So this card is specifically, the Six of Cups specifically refers to nostalgia and memories, often of childhood. So now, interesting in this image of the card, okay? So it has like a two young people, but then up here, it's like a really dark clouds. And they're they're angels, but they don't really look like positive angels. They look really dark and um yeah, I don't know, they're not giving me uh guardian angel vibes. They're just not. So This card is telling me that looming in the background of her childhood was darkness. Allegedly, my opinion. Then we have the Queen of Cups. This is referring to the. I'm feeling like this is specifically speaking to her mother. And this picture, it's at nighttime, and this woman's only illuminated by the moonlight, which is like really dim. So I'm feeling, and the cup suit is it rules over emotions, and so I'm feeling like this woman's inner light was severely dulled, and that had an effect on her raising her kids, right? As it would. Just getting the feeling, not that she was a bad mother or not a loving mother, but just that there were things in the background that dimmed her, is the best way I can put it. We have the Three of Pentacles. And this is well, the Pentacles is about career, money, three-dimensional type things. And that the three is about like pulling your energy together for a common goal. So working on a project. And this is this is speaking to John. You know, how he was very much focused on his work. And we know that from Jonbenet expressing to the gardener about how she missed her dad, um, about him working all the time, etc. So that's not something new. Let me get one more card. Is there one more card that you could tell me about this? Well, okay. Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very creative energy, very fiery energy, very ambitious and driven. This card is, I'm feeling an attack, like a linkage to the Three of Pentacles, which is John's work. So this is not the mother. I feel like John may have had an affair with somebody. Yeah, allegedly, my opinion, I believe that John had an affair with this Queen of Wands. Somehow Beth knew that. Somehow Beth picked up on that. Okay. Let's get some whispers. Oh, and see what we get with this. Okay, give me one or two cards that. Okay, lies came out. Didn't even let me finish my sentence. Caregiver. Hmm. Caregiver slash medical staff, but I'm feeling like specifically it's about caregiver. Maybe that is that who he had the affair with, but it's possible, but I still feel like the affair has to do with a work connection. All right. If anybody can make sense of the caregiver, other than it being like a mother, caring for her kid, but I'm getting the vibes of either babysitter with this card or nanny. Alrighty. If Beth could describe the relationship with her father, what would she describe it as? The moon. Secrets. Things hidden. What else? We have the Knight of Cups. So this is like a very charming energy. And then the Three of Cups, which is celebration and parties and that kind of thing. One more card. Hangman. All right. So like I said, the moon is about dark things hidden in the darkness. Secrets, illusions, that kind of thing. The Knight of Cups is a very charming person. So it's like on the outside, that's very charming. Um, puts on a good party, puts on a good show, puts on likes to celebrate his accomplishments. But we're only seeing one perspective. The hangman is about seeing like different perspectives of things. Beth is saying we only saw one part of it, really. But she could tell that there were other things that were going on. And then this card is like, the guy's strapped down to a stone table and there's like a scythe and all these rats running toward him. So it's like this perspective that they did not see is not the charming aspect we see here. It's somebody who does not have a lot of freedom in the decisions they make and who at any time could have the axe come down on them. All right. Oh, let's grab some whispers and see what we get. Give me 2 or 3 cards about this row. Family, but it was on its side. So on its side is telling me that a family that's not that connected, not that united, kind of they do their own thing. So then we have danger, but it's in reverse. Marriage wedding ceremony. So the mix between the tarot and then these 3 cards, the danger in reverse, the family on its side, and marriage and wedding upright. Um, I'm feeling with this that the dark secrets that this moon card is representing at one time could have potentially affected his family and yeah. Whatever he was involved in, like if it got out of control or if it didn't go the way he needed it to go, it could have dangerous repercussions on his family and his marriage, is what I'm feeling with this. I don't necessarily am meaning physical, like violence, but danger can come in other forms. So maybe even reputation, right? Like that could still affect his family negatively. Is there anything in Beth's past that could be a red flag about any type of SA S abuse kind of thing? Be the Three of Swords. Just like emotional pain, heartbreak, trauma. Oh no. So that with the Emperor, broken heart or trauma caused by the Emperor. Seven of Wands is conflict, unfair defeat. With the question I asked and the cards that I got, I'm feeling like that is possibly was a reality. Plot twist and fraud or cybercrime. Um, Now we know that John was in the computer business creating parts and stuff, but that wasn't till later. I don't really know what. I know that he was in the military or the Navy, um, for a certain period of time. He actually, I believe he worked in this service for a good 12 years. Anyhow, not really sure what this is referring to. All right. Can you give me one or two cards that explain the fraud and cybercrime? Love in reverse and friend. Oh, there's two females on the card. Okay, so mm, yeah, I'm not really sure where to place these cards. Like, love in reverse is making me feel like um being used sexually, like non-consensual type something, right? The friend, it's like a friend is responsible for doing that to me, allegedly. And to be honest, the cybercrime is first making me feel like selling explicit content over the internet. But the internet wasn't in that it wasn't it wasn't in existence at this time. So I just not sure on that. All right. Can you describe these dark secrets that we first got? Can you just give us information as to what these dark secrets are about? So we've got the 10 of cups, which is like emotional fulfillment. And then we have the page of wands. This is about a young person that's very ambitious and driven. But in this picture, person's being chased by a devil. So that's giving me insight as to like those are the secrets that constantly chase him, or it feels like they're chasing him. Okay, what are those things that are chasing him? Seven of Swords is betrayal. So constantly looking over your shoulder, worried that your secrets or somebody's going to betray the silence of your secrets. That's interesting. We got the devil. So that's not good. Like that's giving me vibes of just really dark things. Unhealthy attachments. Um I'm sure you can catch my drift. Like, all right, let's get some whispers on this. Yeah. So the devil card for me means addiction sometimes. Um, it could mean uh SA. It could mean RAPE. It could mean just anything in that realm that is really dark and awful. Okay, but drugs and poison came out specifically. Let's see what else. And then affair cheating. So, allegedly, my opinion, what the devil card, the drugs and poison card, and the affair cheating card, that's making me feel like um date rape. That's what I feel with that. Now, I'm not sure if it's John. Okay. It could be pointing to the people that he's associated with, that he knows about these things and he just didn't do anything about it. That would be the least worst scenario. So it could be anything from that to him actually doing it himself, premeditating it, and being a serial offender with it. Okay, allegedly. Or anything in between that. And then we got stranger. Stranger. I'm gonna get a token for that. Please give me a token that will make stranger make sense. Okay, I got 2. 71, which is a maple leaf, and I believe it's like shedding. I believe it means shedding something, like You know, when the leaves shed their the trees shed their leaves for the season, I think. Yeah, autumn, shedding of the old. Shedding of the old. Stranger. And then we have 127, which is, I believe it's Aquarius sign. 127. Yeah, Aquarius. Don't know John's birthday. But on the other side of it, because they're double-sided tokens, is that rocket one that I picked up initially that fell out of the jar when I first started the reading. Now I do not look when I choose a token. I just stick my hand in. I don't look and I just pick one. And that was the one that I happened to pick. So either John has a love for astrology and astronomy, shedding of the old and stranger. Shedding. I keep just thinking like shedding an old identity, becoming somebody new that nobody recognizes, and that you're a stranger because nobody can recognize who you become. Allegedly, my opinion, that's what I'm getting with that. Hmm. Right. Well, I'm going to leave it here for now. And I'm going to think more about what questions I want to ask, because it's all about how you ask the questions. So to get better answers, I think I just need to brainstorm how and what kind of questions I'm going to ask instead of just kind of pulling them on the fly like this. So that is what I'm going to do. But I am going to go through the other children as well and see if we get any similar things. So stay tuned for that. Next, I will do Matilda, and then John Andrew, and then Burke. And then I'm going to talk to Jonbenet. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much. If you are enjoying my content and you have not yet subscribed, please, please do. Because it just helps my videos get to the people who want to see them. So, anyways, have a wonderful day, and I will see you very soon.